and welcome to soared Daily News section. Today, we'll delve into the dynamic shaping the global steel industry. My name is Whitney. Nickel price surge impacts stainless steel market amid uncertain March price change. The nickel price saw to above 17,000 tons level last Friday, 23rd of February, which stimulated the stainless steel market. Some participants believe that the upstream stainless steel mills would raise their prices for March this week, while some thought that the current demand hasn't totally recovered and some customers are still digesting their stocks. According to the market player, the cost of raw material are rising and the offers from Indonesia Tsingshan are also increasing, which made the price have the potential to rise. However, insiders are saying that the price will be hiked slightly or be based on a negotiating way for individual customers rather than being announced. LME nickel price hits 17,495 per ton amid global factors. The London Metal Exchange LME nickel price increased by 103 tons per dollar per ton and closed at 17,495 per ton on February 23rd. At the same time, the nickel inventory at LME decreased by 54 tons to $7,308 per ton. In February, the nickel price has increased by 7.5% so far. Meanwhile, the average nickel price was $16,113 tons. Also similar to the average price in January. During the same period, the nickel inventory has decreased by 1.5% per month on month so far this month. The U.S. sanctioned against Russia to respond to the Russia-Ukraine conflict and Alexei Navalny's death, the delay in the approval of mining company work plans and budgets in Indonesia, and the weakness of the US dollar have led the nickel prices to keep increasing. Global nickel market surplus in December. 242,800 tons for 2023. According to the data from the International Nickel Study Group, the global nickel supply market had a surplus of 28,700 tons in December last year, compared to an excess supply in 38,200 tons in the previous month and an oversupply of 23,700 tons in the corresponding period a year ago. In 2023, the global nickel market had a supply surplus of 242,800 tons compared to 103,900 tons in the preceding year. Vale's net profit declined by 57% due to lower sales prices and exchange rate changes. Vale SA, a Brazilian multinational corporation engaged in metal and mining, reported that its net profits was around 8.1 billion in 2023, falling by 57% compared to the previous year. During the period, the net sales revenue fell by 4.7% to 41.8 billion US dollar. The gross profit dropped by 10.7% to 17.7 billion US dollar, and the operating profit slid by 17.5% to US dollar 14.2 billion on a year-on-year basis. The decrease in the company's performance was mainly due to dropped average sales prices and the changes in exchange rate. Vale faces license suspension for Puma nickel mine, evaluating measures for restoration. Brazilian miner Vale on Thursday said that Para State has suspended the operating licenses for its Puma nickel mine after a similar suspension as the miner Soared Copper mine a day earlier. Vale said in security feeling that it's evaluated the necessary measures to re-establish the mine's operating license. Puma mine has an estimated nominal capacity of 27,000 metric tons of nickel per year, according to previous filings. In January, Vale said operations at the mine were halted for maintenance. On Wednesday, the operating license of the miner Soared Copper mine, Vale's second largest for the metal, was also suspended. United States housing market. Activity in the property sector on the rise. Activity in the U.S. housing markets has accelerated after the 30-year mortgage rate in the U.S. fell from 7.7% at the beginning of December to 7% in January, compared to the previous month. Sales of existing homes rose by 3.1% to an annualized rate of 4 million units. Japan's actual scrap stable. United States containerized scrap jobs. Australian iron ore prices fall. Japan's actual scrap prices remain flat at $378 per ton, and the U.S. containerized scrap decreased to $368 per ton. Australian iron ore prices decreased to $120.85 per ton. ICIS decreased to $120.85 per ton. That is the end of today's news section. Thank you for listening, and remember to like and subscribe our channels.